Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and this is what we're going to make today. This is a little flip up. I've got it closed with Velcro dots. It's got a little notebook on the inside. I got a wrinkle in my first page there, but it has a little notebook in there. You could also put another little pocket right here if you wanted to. I didn't in this one, I might in some of the others. And it closes up like that. It also has a little pocket here for either a tag or a gift card. That's just the right size for a tag or a gift card. Now, these can be used for lots of different things. Lots and lots of different things. You can use these in your journals, or you can use them in a mini album, or you can use these for a craft fair. Make a lot of these up for a craft fair. I know we've all got craft fairs coming up very soon, so this would be something quick and easy to make that would cost you very little money, but I think they would go over very well. Especially if you put another little pocket on the inside, put a lot of little knickknacks around. People love anything that catches the eye like that. Now, I used the paper collection that we got in our July kit. And that is this one. And I can't even remember what it was called now. Let's Travel. That was it. This is the paper collection that I used to make this first one. And you can see I've got little scraps left here. It had the little tickets in there that I thought was very cute, so I used those. And I think I actually put this ticket sideways. I was looking at the words, but look at my little... Oh, let's see if we can get the light right. See the little peaks there? I think it was supposed to be turned, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to leave it. And then I just cut out a little, it looks like a tag that you would put on your luggage here that says carry on. There's one of my words, and I just shrunk it down, made it small, Journey. Just a little flower out of my stash, and then a little piece of lace on there, and that is it. And then this is that Rodea dot paper. But you could use whatever you have in your stash. Book pages, you could use just copy paper. You could cut that, use that. I've used that a lot. I just happen to have this laying down here, so I used it. But there's lots of different things you could use just to make a little notebook. And see, it's just got a few pages in there. Now I've just got it glued down at the top so they can use all of the pages. But these are quick and easy, and I'm going to show you we're making them using junk journal envelopes. So very economical to make. All right, let's get started making one. I'm just going to lay that right there so we can see it. Now this envelope, I'll tell you what size it is. The longer they are, the better, of course, because they fold up a lot better and you have a lot more room. This one is 8 3/4. And it is about a 4-inch. So it's kind of a normal size, I would think. Now, I did not measure what I folded over here. I just folded. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to kind of hold it up like this, our bottom part. I'm not going to fold it yet. I'm just kind of holding it up. And then I'm going to fold that top part over just a little bit and look at it and see if I think that's about right. And I think that looks pretty good right there. So then I'm just going to turn it around here. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got it even on the sides. And then we'll fold it up. Let me find my bone folder. I do have one somewhere. I just had it in my hand like 2 seconds ago. Do you see it? Well, what in the world did I do with my bone folder? I had it in my hand, and I have misplaced it. Okay, well, we're just going to use what we have available then. I found it. I laid it on my other desk. Okay. So we folded that up like that, and even after I tried, I still got it a little bit off. And then we're just going to fold this top over. So just hold it and fold it over. Now, I know everybody gets junk mail, so this is something you can start saving up your envelopes And it's something that you can make with those envelopes that can earn you a little bit of money if you want to use them at craft fairs. I know this is the time of year that everybody starts looking for items and things to make at craft fairs, so this would just be something really quick and easy. And you can use your scrap paper on this too. Now I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to close my flap up because I don't really need to have that flap open. So I'm just going to close that up. There we go. Then we'll just fold over again and crease since we got that folded up. And there we go. Now you can take scrap paper, any kind of paper that you want. You could put book page on this. You could put your tea-dyed paper on here, whatever you have in your stash. I am probably going to make another one. And I may use, let's see, I think I want to make one and use this paper. I know this is not scrap, and I probably, if I dug deep enough, I would find some scrap with this. But I don't want to dig right now, and I want to use that right there on the front. I think that is so pretty. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to measure my paper and cut it, anything like that. I'm going to put my glue on here. Now what I want is for this piece to fold around right here at the bottom, so that where my fold is, I won't have just like an open piece of paper. You see how I folded that one around? So I want it to fold around. So all I'm going to do is just bring my paper down just a little bit, just enough to fold around. And that way I can still get that flower on the front. So there we go. Just going to make sure I got it. Make sure all of your envelope is covered. I got that a little bit off, so I'm going to pull it off and try that again. Oh my word, for some reason I'm having problems. There we go. Now I may have to put a little bit of glue under here again, just because I pulled it up a couple of times. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit right there. Just want to make sure you get your paper glued well. Alright. Okay, now I'm going to trim this off, and then I'll fold this around. Now, please don't scream at me. I'm going to use my large scissors, but I'm going to not put a lot of pressure on my hand. I'm going to fold. I'm going to cut really easy and careful, and I'm not going to press down a lot on it. Okay. So see, I'm not even opening them up wide or anything. I just don't want to have people yelling at me in the comments. There we go. So we've got that. Oh, look how pretty. Okay, now I want to fold this around. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my little score tool, and I'm just going to go right at the end of that envelope, and I'm just going to score that so it makes it a little bit easier to fold around there. And then we'll put our glue under here. Make sure you put a good amount of glue right in that fold. That'll make it hold better. Where's my towel? There we go. See, that makes that clean edge there. And then we can go back here and put another piece of paper on there. So let's see, what do we want to do next? Now on the inside, you can put a solid piece from here all the way up if you want to. That's strictly up to you. It'll fold, so it's just whatever you want. I think, I'm looking at it here. I think I'm going to run a solid piece, and I'm going to use this side of the paper and just start right there and run it all the way up, and then I'll put my folds back in there again. because part of this is going to be covered by our little notebook, and then here we might put another little pocket or something like that. So let's just, I'm going to start down here, and I may glue part of it and then press it down and then glue the other part. Okay, with that glued down, let's just raise this up and go up under, and then bring this all the way up. Now you can put different papers on all of these if you want. On that one I did. It just depends. If you're using your scraps, you might want to put a lot of different papers on here, and that's fine. Use up those scraps is what I say. I just wanted to do one out of this paper just to see what it would look like. All right. Cute. See, I love both sides of this paper. Is beautiful. And this is, oh, I will link it below. I can't remember the name of it right now. But this is a paper that, you know, it's old. I only had a few pieces left that I've been hoarding and using a little at the time. And I think we used it on a project not too long ago, and I had someone that actually found it on Amazon, I think, and she let me know the link, so I will try to remember to link that below. Alright, we've got that covered. Now what we need to do is put our folds back in. So I'm going to go right here with my fold, and I like to crease that on the inside so that I don't have any bubbles there. Okay, and then up here we'll put our fold back in there. Let's see, I think I got that pretty straight. Yeah. Okay, now here I didn't have enough to bring that paper all the way around. Well, I probably did, but I didn't. Anyway, what I'm going to do is start my next paper a little bit here on the inside and then bring it around to the back and meet up with this one. So I just want to decide what I want to put on there. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, we're going to have to go with that because that is just beautiful to me. So, do I want to go with this side? Have that little bit of lace? No, I'm going to go with this side because I'll show you why in a minute. Now let me make sure that I get this paper the right way up. Okay, we're going to say this is the right way up because I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing those little bars on that music there. But hopefully if I have problems seeing it, other people will too. So it won't affect anybody. Now I'm going to start this one. I'm going to leave a little bit hanging over so that I have enough to fold up under. Fold up under. Is that a word? Fold up under. And we can fold that up like that. Oh look, that flower almost met right there. That's cute. And that was an accident. Pure and simple accident. Believe me. Alright, now let's do this and come down and meet this one. Now this paper is not a really thick paper. So it folds and goes around the corners and all that very well. If you're using a really thick paper, you may want to do like I did on that one and just do sections at a time. Because you don't want it having creases in it and all that kind of thing. Alright, okay, we're going to cut this off. Just going to trim it real careful. I promise I'm trimming careful. You can see I'm barely opening the this down here, and I'm not putting pressure on my thumb. I'm doing most all of it with my fingers. Okay. Now I am going to trim just a little bit of this off so I won't have it right down there at the edge, and then I'll glue that down. There we go. That will work right there. So then we'll glue this. Cute. I'm already liking this. And then we're going to fold that over and glue that right there. Let me look. Looks like it's a little tiny bit crooked maybe. I don't know. It's so dark here today. I'm having problems seeing. It's about to come a storm again. So I've got all my lights on, but it's still kind of dark. Alright. Now, we will put our glue down here. And then just fold that over, press it down really well. I have no idea what we'll call these. Well, I'll have to come up with a name before I post. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, now let me try to fold that back up. Oh, that is cute. I like that. Look at that one. Isn't that cute? So it all depends on what kind of scraps you've got or what kind of paper you want to use. As you can see, this one is a little bit different, but they're both going to be pretty depending on, you know, what people want. You need to do them in lots of different varieties of paper, and then you will you'll be able to hit the whole crowd. Now this one I made shorter, as you can see. I didn't bring this piece on this one up as far as I did this, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter with me. It's okay. It all depends on what you want to do with yours. Now I am going to put a couple of little Velcro dots on here. These Velcro dots I get at Walmart. They're very inexpensive. They have the sticky already on them, so you don't have to worry about trying to stick them down. And you can get a big, huge pack for a little bit of nothing. Okay. I just threw my other one over there. Put that back together. There we go. Now, I'm going to stick one on this side. And then, wish I put one on the other side. And if you wanted to use magnets, you could. You just keep in mind, if you use your magnets, it's going to increase your cost on these a little bit. But it's up to you. Or you could just tie them with a ribbon if you wanted to. This has still got just a little piece. There we go. I got it. Tying them with a ribbon would be pretty too. And now let's do a little bit of embellishing, but first I want to cut just a little bit right here. This one I put the little tag in this side. I'm going to put the tag on this side and this one. So all I'm going to do is just slice it just a tiny, tiny bit. And you could have opened this up before you put your paper on, but I find that it's a little bit easier for me to make sure that I get the paper right in the opening and all of that if I just wait until afterwards. And see, all you're doing is just slicing a tiny, tiny bit. You can see what I sliced there. Just a little bit. Alright, so we've got our opening there. Now I want that to look like a hidden pocket, so I'm not going to put a pull or anything in there. You could do that as well if you wanted to, but I want it to look like a hidden pocket. So we're going to embellish a little bit on this. I'm going to put some trim on there, a little bit of lace. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty on there. See if we got another. I know I've got plenty of lace from you guys, but I just want to make sure that I get the right one on there. This blue would probably be very pretty. Oh yeah, let's do the blue. Now this is actually like this, but I think I'm going to fold it when I put it down and do it like that, I think. So let's put the blue on there. Let me see which way I want to do that. I don't know. I like it that way too. What do you think? Which way would you put it? Which way? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Maybe like that. Nope, I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna use it whole like that. But what I want to do first is I want to grab just a little piece of music page. Since this has music in the background, I'm going to grab a little tiny piece of music page. And I'm just going to tear this. Let's see. Tear it down through here. I want to put it about right there. Okay. And then I want to use, let me grab it. I want to use our Salty Ocean ink. This is a Distress Oxide ink. I use that to go around the edges. This is a beautiful color. And you could just use your regular vintage photo or any kind of brown ink that you might have. Well, I made that a little bit big, didn't I? Let's tear that off again. I just inked where I didn't need to. Made it too big. Okay. Now that looks better. Wow, look how the ink changes colors on that vintage paper. The Salty Ocean looks more like this in here, but when you put it on that vintage paper, it actually changes colors. That's cool. All right, now I'm going to go around the edges of this with my Salty Ocean. Just because I like inking. I like that ink look. Open that up. So how are you guys doing? I haven't asked that in a few days. I hope everybody is still well and nobody is sick with the virus. I know I've got a few friends, not close friends, not friends that I've seen, so I'm not in jeopardy of getting infected, but I have a few friends that have messaged me and let me know that they have COVID, so not to come around. And they're both nurses, so that, you know, that stands to reason a lot of times that the nurses, you know, they're on the front line, so they're real susceptible to it. But one of them is still working, even though she has it. They keep her quarantined in a back office, because most of her work is office work, so they keep her quarantined in a back office, and she still works. She said she wasn't going to stop working as long as she could stand it, so she's still working. But she said it's tough. She said it's a bad disease, bad virus. So, but she's doing better. She's still able to go to work, so we're thankful for that. But bless her heart, she has asthma too, so that's made hers a lot worse. And that's what I worry about my granddaughter, Presley. She has asthma. And I worry so much about her getting sick with it because she has really bad problems sometimes with her asthma. And I just, school's starting back and I I worry myself sick when I get to thinking about it. But I'm just going to have to trust in the Lord and leave it in His hands. Stop thinking about it. He'll take care of them. All right. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of that hanging off. So I'm just going to put right across there. Oh, I'm liking that. I am liking that. And believe it or not, this came to me in the middle of the night last night, of course. As everything does. It woke me up. Because I was thinking, I have so many of those envelopes. I need to figure out some more things to do with them that people, you know, can use. And maybe it would profit you a little bit to be able to use them that way. So I got to thinking about that, and I thought, you know, little notepads, little envelope notepads, that would work great. All right, I'm just trying to see if I have, this really doesn't need any flowers on it, but I may want to put just a little white one or something here. Oh yeah, it's raining now. The rain is coming down. Make a little glitter white one on here. Well, that's kind of an off-color white. What do you think? Is that one? Or that one? Which one? You know, I'm leaning more toward the white one. Okay, that's the one I'm going to use. I hope that's the one that you chose. Someone said the other day, said, when you craft, you just make us feel like we're right there in the room with you. I wish you were. I wish we were all together in a big room and we could just all craft together. That would be so much fun, would it not? Maybe one day when all of this virus mess is over with and we can all get back out, maybe we can get together and just have some fun. All right, let's see. What else do we want to put on here? I want to put a little bling on there, I think. See if that would be. I don't know. That color's a little off, or I may just use white. Let's see if we got any white anywhere. Oh, and I did have someone ask about this black bling. I did get some in. I just haven't had a chance yet to load it in the store. But I will get that loaded in so that it's not in a little string like this. It's in more like this. It's more like, you know, it has a roll like that wide. So, but it's still the same bling. Alright, I think I'm going to use these little pearls to go down the center there. Those are cute. But I will get those loaded in just as fast as I can. My son-in-law has been working with me, but he has been off this week because his grandmother passed away. So he's been spending time with the family. And I have gotten behind. I didn't realize how much work he does take off of me. And my daughter, of course, she's been with him, so she hasn't been working here every day. All right, I'm going to cut that right there. Okay, see if I can get that straight before that glue sets. That looks straight. Yeah, that looks straight enough. Alright, we've got that on there. Then what do we want? I want a little word or something down here. Don't think I'll put a tag on this one, but I think I'll put a little word. I've got some of these little pieces. Nope, don't like that. These are just pieces that we stamped ahead of time. And we stamped them on some material. Oh, that says treasure. I like that. I may just cut it. And it's on a piece of that cotton fabric that we've been using. And you'll have to excuse my fingers. They're very inked up right now. I've been doing quite a few videos this morning, so I've got lots of ink all over me. Oh my, I love the sound of that rain. Oh, it sounds so good. Alrighty, let's put it, where shall we put it? Let's raise a couple of these petals and just put it right in there. That would be pretty, I think. Now I'm going to take my fingers and kind of smush this glue in just to keep it from being in clumps. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So there's one right there. Look at that finger. I can't believe. And I don't look at my lighting when I hold it up high. I'm gonna have to hold it down here. It is. I'm telling you, even when my light's on, it's terrible here today. Now we need to make our little notepad for the inside and then our tag. Now I have got some pieces that are already cut, and I may have to trim this one off. If I do, that's fine. Or I may have to trim some of these off. Let's see what we got here. These I've already glued. I'm going to show you how to glue them together. That way, let's see if I need. Yep, I'm going to need to trim them off a little bit. So I'm going to take a few of these and get my little trimmer out. Can you hear the rain? Oh, didn't that sound good? Love rain. All right. This is 3.5. So we're going to make these 3.25. 3.25. That'll be right there. Okay. Here we go. Now, in order to make the little notepads, all I did, let me make sure I've got it the right width. Yes. All I did was I took my pieces, and I'm just going to put a smaller amount in this one just for video purposes. I could always go back and add more if I need to, but I think this will be enough. You don't really have to add a certain amount. And I know someone's going to ask, what would you charge for those at a craft fair? I'm not real good at pricing things because a lot of it depends on what area you're in and you know how things sell. Around here, craft fairs don't go over real well, so I could not give you a price. I would just price it depending on your area. Alright, so I just put art glitter glue up there, and then I'm just going to clip them together for just a second. It doesn't take long for that art glitter glue to dry. You could probably do this with a different glue. I'm not sure. Now, I said I might put a pocket right here, so let's see if we've got just a little piece of that paper that we can do a little pocket while that is drying. I think I'll just use this. Let's see, if I put a pocket that way and I'm turning it up, the pocket's going to be upside down. So, trying to decide. I may put a pocket this way and have it open up here. So let's cut it off about right there. And then we'll trim it off about right here. And this is not exact measurements. You'll have to do your own measuring if you want to Make sure you get it exact. But if you're doing it for a craft fair, I would probably definitely do that. But this is just me doing one kind of quick. I'm going to go ahead and ink around this. I'm not going to put a pull in the top of this because I love that lace on there. I hope it's bright enough on the video. It just looks so dark in here. Okay. So we're going to put our little pocket that way up. Cute. I like that. Now when it's open, our pocket top will be up here. So we could make just a tiny little tag or something to go in there. Let's just cut a piece of this. Oh yeah, we can make a couple of little tiny tags to go in there. So let's do that one, and then we'll cut one more about the same size. Wow. Oh my goodness, I wish I could show you how much it's raining. It's coming a flood. Okay, I'm going to cut these off about right here. Cute. Alright, I'm going to cut them in a tag shape. And see, once you got all of your pieces cut for this, it would come together so quick. And you could just mass produce them. Just cut everything and then just glue everything together, and you could have tons done in just no time. Alright, now what do we want to do? I think I want to put just a little tiny hole in the top, maybe? I have no idea if this is going to punch right. Well, it actually did. There's a little tiny hole up there. And then we will get just a little piece of string or twine or something to put up there at the top. I think I'll just use a little piece of this white. If that hole is big enough. Yeah, just the right size. There we go. Sorry if I got out of frame. I wasn't looking at the monitor. Oh, that one's trying to fray on me. There we go. Oh my goodness. This is a flood. Oh, I just thought about it. I hope my windows are rolled up in my car. A lot of times we'll leave them down partially during the day because it gets so hot. Right, now, sometimes when I tie just a single knot like that, to get that to hold in position, I just put a little drop of glue on there, and then that knot will hold. So we're going to stick that one down in there. And I'm going to trim that off a little bit more. I don't want that poking out at the top. And then we will do this one. And don't worry, I have not forgot about the Thursday freebie. I'm a little bit behind. I will get that up just as soon as I finish this video, and I've got one more video to go, and then I'll get our Thursday freebie up. So watch out for that one. Try my best to get it done by this afternoon. Look at that, isn't that cute? And I want something right there. No, just something. I don't know what. Maybe another little piece of lace. What do you think? Another little piece of lace there, maybe? Yeah, that'd be pretty. Let's just go for it. That way I don't have to keep looking for something. Oh, we have more of these bottles in. Wanted to let you know that. I just loaded them in the store this morning. The tips did not come with this shipment, so hopefully they will be in this next week. That's what we're hoping. There we go. That's cute. I like that. All right, now we can put our little notebook in here. And see, that's dried just that quick. It's dry. And then when you peel these off, it peels off just like any other notebook that you buy in town. Now, I'm going to use a little piece of this paper. Do I have another scrap anywhere? No, probably not. Okay. I'm going to use a little piece of this paper to put at the top. So I'm just going to mark there. I'm going to cut it right there. And probably about to right there. Again, real scientific. I'm not measuring. Cut it down to there. And then we're just going to cut it straight across. Like that. Where's my notepad? I keep misplacing things this morning. Okay, now what we're going to do is glue this down right here at the top, and then I'm going to fold that part around. So I'm just going to put a little glue right here at the top, maybe the first couple of little dots that I have there. Maybe, let's see, a 1/2 inch or a little bit less. I want them to have plenty of notebook to use. Oops. There we go. And then I'll just fold this around to the back like that. And see, that's going to be like that. So we'll go ahead and glue this down. And I just glue it right at the top and a little bit up the side. That way they can use most all of this back sheet. And then we're going to use this to glue it down in our book, or in our little folder. I just put a little glue right there at the top. And then we're just going to lay it down here, kind of centering it up. And there is our little notebook in there. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Little notebook. Close it back up. Velcro dots over, and it's closed. Isn't that cute? See? And that is exactly how you make those. They're not hard at all. Like I said, the hardest part is just, you know, you just get all of your papers cut, gather all of your little items together. And if you're going to use this type paper, or if you're going to use copy paper, printer paper, whatever you have, I will link this paper below. Let me show you the package. This is how it comes in a pack like this. It's a lot in here. Let's see. How many sheets? Well, it doesn't really say how many sheets are in here, but it's a ton. This thing is full. You can see I've used that much out of it. And I use this, and I just cut them up to the size that I need and glue them together. And then I've got little notebook pieces that I can put together. But you can use anything. Use Even if you have old notebooks laying around, pull those out and use those. Use anything that's inexpensive. Oh yeah, we've got to make a little tag to go on the side here, to go right in there. So let's grab a piece. I want to make sure I've got the right size here. Yeah, that one will work. So let's trim that off. So we know we don't need that on there. Then let's see, we need to trim it right there. I'm just going to put a thumbnail in there. And I will just like that. There we go. And then I'm going to round the corners like I did on that one. Oh, first we're going to back it with something. What can we back this with? Let me see. Let's see if we have any blue dyed paper. We've got to have another dyeing session of papers because I am about out. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see the next dyeing session that we do. I can just do it and not show it if you already know how to dye your papers, or if you want me to show it, I'll show it. It doesn't matter with me, whichever one you guys want. If you feel like you need to see it again, just let me know and we'll do the video. Okay. Alright. Got that. Okay, now we've got that on the back of our tag. Now I'll round the corners. Now this tag is a little bit thin because that paper's not real thick, but that doesn't bother me because I think it will be fine in here. If I can get my corner rounder to punch. There we go. Now I'm going to ink it just a little bit. Okay, now we do need a little pull on here because if we stuff that all the way in, they won't have a way to pull that out. So I'll show you what I did for this one that makes it really easy and it doesn't show that much. Where's my little punch? I took just a piece of the paper. So let's decide. I think I'll just punch out a couple of these little pieces that have the little lace on them. And this is just a little tiny, I think this is a 5/8. No, this is a 3/8 inch punch. Now I got mine from Stamp It Up, but of course they don't have that one anymore, I don't think. They might have a different one, but I'll try to link one below that if I find one. I always try to link everything that I can below the video because I know a lot of people are like me. When you watch a video and you see something that you think you would use and you would like, then you want to get it and you hate to have to search for it yourself. So I try to link as much as I possibly can down there. Plus, anytime you shop through our links, it just helps support our channel. Helps us out a little bit. There we go. Now we can push that in all the way, and we've got just that little tip sticking out there that you can pull. There we go. So there is another. Aren't those cute? Look at that. And like I said, using just your junk mail envelopes, they're quick and easy, and You could make tons of money on these. If I sold these around here, I would probably sell these for like $6.99. That's what I would sell them for around here. But, you know, depending on your area, like I said, you sell them for what you feel like you need to. Alright guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to continue making a few more of these since I got more envelopes. But we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.